Hello everyone and welcome back to another video, and today I'll be reviewing Cryptid Buster McQueen. Now, first of all, you might have noticed that the package looks pretty bad. I have no clue what happened, but I don't really care. I just think it's kind of funny that it's just like one of the pieces is just randomly missing. But anyways, with that out of the way, here's his artwork, which looks pretty cool. So yeah. And on the back it says, as seen in Cars on the Road, and it shows Logan Gearsall, Barney Cones, a part of Margaret Motorway, Cave McQueen, Nile Speedcone, and a part of Road Trip Mater. So I'll be right back with this guy all opened up. So here he is out of the package, and it looks pretty nice. Yeah, all McQueen variants from Cars on the Road look pretty nice. So up first, here's his expression, which I'm gonna be honest, this is the one thing that I've always found kind of confusing about this diecast, is the expression, like specifically the mouth. I have no clue what expression he's supposed to show. He's scared, like it kind of looks like a smile, but I'm guessing he's scared. So yeah, here are his headlights and the Cars on the On the Road logo. Well, the Radiator Springs logo with text On the Road, and the radiator cap mounted. Kind of a weird logo to put. I don't know. I think it was kind of a random choice by the makers of Cars on the Road, but oh well. And on his roof, he has a roof rack with lights and with like a box of, I guess, supplies, because he's going to be out there like looking for Bigfoot for a while, so he needs some supplies. And he has an antenna as well, which is pretty nice. And on the side he has camouflage, gray, beige, and green, and the Wayne County Cryptid Busters logo as well. And he has his standard wheels, which for some reason don't have mud on them. I kind of wish that was a feature, but it's not, unfortunately. He also has his gas cap. I'm not sure if this is part of the actual diecast, but it looks like he has some like dirt over here near a spoiler, but it could just be the, my copy of this diecast. But yeah, I don't really mind. It makes him look more off-road, I guess. Well, yeah, off-road. And on the back, here are his tail lights, and it's a number 95, which kind of blends into the rest of him, which is something I always found kind of weird about the back of On the Road McQueen. And the other side is pretty much the same. So yeah. So I wanted to compare him to the other On the Road McQueens. At least the ones that, still have the On the Road paint job, Like I'm not gonna compare him to Deputy Hazard McQueen, because that's a completely different variant. So yeah, the main difference that I noticed is the way the logo on his hood looks. It looks a lot more like orange, I guess. And it's also like way bigger. I don't know how accurate that is, but yeah, that's a pretty interesting change. But in terms of his like mold, he's pretty much the same as the other McQueens. Obviously his expression kind of makes it look different, I guess. But yeah. Yeah, he's pretty much just On the Road McQueen with some like camouflage kind of spray painted on the sides, I guess, or applied, like the logo as well, and with some supplies. So yeah, it's not like he got a completely new paint job, you know. Like, I'm sure the camouflage was just like kind of applied like with some natural materials, so like you could easily wash it off, I think. Oh, I guess. Also, I think he's more like copying like the mold of this McQueen than this one. This one is kind of like more standard Cars 3 McQueen, you know. But these two kind of have a distinct mold, I would say, at least in terms of like the front. So yeah, both of these look pretty similar. That's probably because they both have like nervous expressions. I don't know. This one kind of looked nervous always to me. Always looked nervous to me. So yeah. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.